We are breaking down ways for you to save some money with Simply Money and, of course, Nathan Bachrach, especially because I think people are going to be spending money on fireworks, etc. this weekend. But you have some consumer tips because people write into you guys all the time asking a lot of questions. This is the first question. I've been living with my parents for 3 years since I graduated college. I'm working full-time now and saving for my own apartment. How do I build a budget for moving out on my own? I think this is great.
Yeah, this is great. First off, I'm glad that we have a millennial that's thinking about moving out on their own. Some of them move in, and like La Roche Motel, they go in and they never seem to leave.
Yeah.
Right? 1/3 of millennials still living at home. Let's talk about budgeting. Go to mint.com. We'll post something later in the day over at FOX19 NOW, where we'll give you a budget blueprint that we use at Simply Money.
Great.
You got to get all the facts and figures down, and that's rent, that's utilities, that's insurance, all that stuff. So get understanding the budget before you move out. But you know the best thing you can do in your home with mom and dad?
What?
Learn how to cook. Now, I worked my way through college working for a caterer, but I will tell you, sit with mom or dad, learn how to cook. If you learn how to cook at home and don't go to restaurants, millennials, when you move out, you're going to find all of a sudden a dollar goes a lot further.
Well, and like mom and dad did, cooking on a budget.
Yeah, of course. And then, of course, don't throw away food. You know, use everything. Get on the budget, stay on the budget. This will be a life skill. And then an emergency fund. My daughter had a cracked tooth. She said, oh, my gosh, Dad, it's going to cost $750. I said, Leora, that's why you have an emergency fund.
doubt.
I don't want to touch my emergency fund. That's what it's there for.
Another question, this is really good, especially right now. So we usually take a vacation every summer, but we couldn't afford it this year, and my kids are disappointed. How do, as parents, we explain to those kids, this is reality?
This is tough, but it is reality, and this is a great teaching moment. This is the time to say to your children, look, there's so much money. We have to plan for the basics. We have to pay for the house, the mortgage, the rent, or whatever it is, the utilities, insurance, food, all those kinds of things. When kids start to understand, by the way, the true nature of how money comes in and how it gets spent, and that a credit card is just not a license or an access to endless cash, you'll probably find your kids, the next thing they'll say is, hey, what can we do to help? You may find that things are going, oh, I want. They'll go, oh, well, if that's the case, that I can do without this, and I don't need clothes. And then next year, that vacation, it'll mean a lot more.
All right, tip of the day.
Gas Buddy. You cannot travel. 43 million Americans will hit the road this weekend. Gas almost $2 a gallon. Yeehaw. But you can always find a good deal. Gas Buddy. If you don't have that on your phone, you're paying too much for gas.
It's good advice,
it's
good
a fabulous app. I can't go anywhere without it. My wife will not, Marcia will not let me pull off an exit without going, did you check?